or she knew that they were wrong.
But when did are we sure when because I've seen two different things. I've seen she deleted this, and then I've seen other people say, bitch, you deleted it this morning after the story was run. I don't know which, I haven't investigated it, but I read something else that was like, you deleted it after this came out this morning. I don't know if that's true, but I've read that in a number of places.
Well, that makes sense because I thought, what I had read is she had deleted it a while ago, that this Facebook had been deleted at some time, but somebody had screenshotted these. Maybe. And then, you know, when so I don't know, you're right. Cause I thought,
but I think you might be right too.
I thought to me, these people fail so much on their apologies because I just would have gone live on camera or like a pre-recorded video. And I would have been like, all right, I deleted this when I knew I was going to be on the show because it was brought to my attention. My feelings have changed. I knew it was racist. I shouldn't have posted it. I was really impassioned by our country and where our country was at. And you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. So maybe she's racist and she believes that because like,
right. Like, I do think that the world could change. Like I do believe you could authentically say things and not have like hate or racist intentions. And then you like, I've told this to Ebony, I've learned stuff from watching Real Housewives of New York that I never knew. And so not like, oh my God, I'm nervous, let me go delete stuff. It's more like, I never would have thought that was racist, but I get it now. I have learned something. And so, I mean, isn't it possible, I'm not defending Jennie, but isn't it possible, like you could say something and then say, wow, like, yeah, I didn't think that was racist. And I'm not just like, I've had moments like that of like, wow, like I never understood what a microaggression was. Like I never understood that like silence equals or like I've learned stuff since this world has changed. Not like I'm a horrible person, but more like, I would have said I wasn't racist, but maybe like my white privilege, maybe this was, interesting. So, I mean, maybe that's it too, that Jennie like, you know, was like, wow.
Well, I was hoping for this was that moment in the apology because I think
we didn't get that moment now.
Right. And I think people, you know, it still hurts, but I think people understand that, you know, you can say things like, you know, if you're caught up in a moment and you're angry and lots of times to your point, like how you have a genuine friendship with Ebony and certainly other friends of mine over the years of color have said this to me. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't think, you know, and I post things like years ago, I thought were funny and you're right. I didn't think they were microaggressions, but then when someone says, oh, this like happened to me or whatever, you're like, oh, all right. I never even thought about that, you know? So.
Right. Or it's like, you're just kind of like, why is this offensive to you? Now to me, it's like,
right.
No, like I get it. Like I get why it is. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, driving while black is a real thing. You know, that is a real thing. And I think for her to, you know, it was just so ignorant and hurtful and racist to say that. And I wanted her to just say, look, you know, I thought these had been deleted before she was on the show. So
I still think you're right, but I've read somewhere that someone's like, oh, you deleted this morning. But I think I agree with you. I think it was deleted in the past. So, right. And I'm not saying that means pure intentions, like, right. That she learned something. I mean, it very well could be like, shit, I'm going to be on this show. I better do some deep diving.
That's the thing. You don't really know, right? What their intentions are. And then I don't know. I think to me, it always speaks of your character. If somebody comes in and goes, hey, what she said was ignorant, but she's a really good person and it sucks that she's going through this. But it was interesting. None of her cast members did that. So I was just like, are they not really at all friends? Is Jennie not a good person? I don't know.
And it's like, so there's been a lot of things. So I guess now, listen, you know, when these things happen, Bravo picks up the phone and calls. So the rumor of how it all unfolds is apparently, I think they were told, do not speak until we are allowing you to speak. And I don't know if you know this, like Jen Shah spoke. And then that's when it was like, Jen is fired because someone's like, are you coming back? And she's like, well, I wasn't until I commented. Jen is still coming back. They're filming season 3, like right this minute. It's already.
So Jennie's still on. Jennie's on. Is Mary back or not? What are you hearing about?
No. And like the room, I mean, people are saying like, okay, Jennie's on just enough to like clear this up and then kick her to the curb. people were then saying Jen Shah was fired because she said, well, I was until I commented, but maybe she got a ding. Like Kelly says, she got fined $16,000 for her Drunk Wives Matter. Maybe Jen Shah got a little ding, like we told you not to speak and you did, so you get like $1,000 fine, tisk tisk. But now they've all been given the green light to make their comments. Now there's all this other stuff. Now people are coming on the cast after Lisa Barlow. Jen Shah's come after Lisa Barlow to be like, A, you brought this into our house, and B, isn't this your good friend? So now Jen Shah is saying like, you're not standing by your friend, whether you think this is disgusting or not. Shouldn't you be at least like, what type of friend are you? So it's getting complicated on so many levels because Jen Shah's now being like, so Lisa Barlow, this is your actual friend. You're the one who's friends with her. That's why she's here. This isn't like that casting like Ramona's friend Bershawn where they've never met before, except, this really is Lisa's friend in real life. So it's kind of like Jen Shah's like, well, what a shitty friend you are. Whether this is a bad thing that she did, but shouldn't you be standing by your real life friend?
It is such a shit show. It's such a shit show on that, which of course I will continue to watch every single bit of it. But
Mary's not back. Mary's gone. Really, she's gone.
Wow. What do you think, by the way? What do you think over the past, because we did our deep dive into her. Lots of things have come out recently about her. Do you think Mary just fades off into the sunset? Do you think anyone cares?
I think, the attention span for drama and celebrity passes quickly. I think that everyone in cancel culture, that there is no such thing. You come back, like Stassi hired those people, rebranded herself. Now Stassi's a mom. Her entire podcast is with her husband and her child by being a mom. And it's more followers than ever. And it's on Patreon. I don't know how much money she's making, but like, I feel that the outrage for the American drama lasts with a lot of people, but I think the collective group gets over it. So I feel that Mary really is gone, but I feel, there's the rumor she took down her church sign, that there's no more church. Oh yeah. But I do, I feel, but I agree with you. I don't think Mary was worried about the races and stuff. I think she was worried about looking into the books and all this, and Mary was like, I have a real thing over here, and I'm not, I'm getting, $6,000 an episode, people, and listen, if she's gonna walk away from her $18,000 for the reunion, I think there's a lot more money there, and she's just like, don't you come. I don't know if it's IRS or just the gifts that she gets in Chanel, but she's like, don't look.
Oh, I agree.
I agree. Do you think that? Listen, I think that the producers and Bravo are probably happy. Like it eliminates them having to make a cast change. And I think Mary stuck out